Just realized I'm muted. Great. 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 I just, and I didn't even look at the comments. I looked down and I don't even know why it was muted because, I swear, it's always something with these microphones. It's always something. And what happened is right before I went live, I got the notification that it disconnected from the internet. And so when you do that, I have to unplug and plug it back in. So I unmuted it. I forgot to unmute it here. And that's the thing that sucks. It's like two different places that there's a mute button. And I just happened to look down and saw this red pink button that said unmute. So I was muted the whole time. Yeah, it was turned down. I didn't even have my phone up. And I think I'm on do not. And that's the thing, like one person, this time y'all were on it. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. And then Jamila's. Some folk text me. They text the business line and said, no sound. I love y'all. Thank y'all for having my back. Thank you for having my back. She said, I was about to call next. Do that because if I don't, I had it turned down because I had just got off the phone. But y'all be on it. Okay. Alrighty then. She says, but my excitement was great. We're going to edit this out. I've learned to edit the live videos. I can't edit it on Facebook, but I can edit it on YouTube. All right. So let's try this again. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Honestly Speaking Live, an incredible live chat with the professor for all of my creative entrepreneurs. If you are a creative entrepreneur, drop a line. Let me know your business name. Let me know what is on the agenda today for your creative business. Are you going to finally start that creative business? Are you trying to work on different things to scale and grow and expand your creative business? Let me know what you plan to do for your creative business today. And then I was like, I am Shakia the professor. And the one time I remember which finger to use, because normally our product is in the background. I have a whole backdrop up. So I was like, yeah, I remember which finger because it's to the one to the door. And yeah, there's no backdrop. So it's just one of those days when everything going wrong, but it's going to get better. So also I said, happy hump day. Happy hump. I'm trying to remember everything I said while I was muted. Oh, the other thing, right? Wait, I'm going backwards. So I have to start here and go subscribe, follow, like, and share. This is free 99 support that you can provide us here on this platform. Be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Facebook, follow and like our page, like this video and share this video out. Just don't tell them I had no audio for like 5 minutes, okay? So my daughter walked by and was like, she's just a smiling. Oh, somebody is very far behind because I just got another message that there was no sound. So somebody's going to find out and they're going to hear me talk about them because somebody just sent me a message saying there's no sound. So I guess they're a little bit further back, but thank you guys. All right. So this is an incredible live chat for all of my creative entrepreneurs. It's kind of Q&A style. I was saying I haven't done the professor's public service announcement in a while. I missed a couple Sundays and I was like, okay, I need to do it this Sunday, but I have cheer competition on Sunday. So I won't be able to do that because it'll be it's literally an all day event. We are there all day long. So I won't be able to do the professor unless I do it like early in the morning, like when I get up on my way to a competition or right before. I'll probably do it. But yeah, I have cheer comp. I got to go watch all of the cheer babies since I didn't coach this year. So we're going to talk about a few things. If you have any questions for me whether it is business related, it's something, with the creative side. Well, how do I do this for my creative business? Go ahead, drop me a line, drop a question. There is no silly question. There's no question too small, too big. If I'm able to answer it, I'm going to answer it for you. All right. So go ahead, start writing your questions, start letting me know what you plan to do today for your creative business. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So today's live broadcast, in all of its craziness and all of its messiness, is brought to you by the letters H, S, I, N, and K, and the numbers 3, 6, and 5, which normally I would put over there, but that is our product line. Honestly, speaking, or HS Inc. We have made it very easy for you guys to get to our site now. Instead of typing out the long shop.silaholics.com, you can simply just type in hsinc.365.com. So it's just stick in your head. I always say, brought to you by the letters H, S, I, N, and K. HS Inc. 365. So now it's like, it should be like a subliminal message. So hsinc365.com is how you can now access our website. I mean, it's still going to show at the top shop. This is just a redirect. It just makes it a lot easier for you guys to get to the website, and also for you to share with others the home of the Change the Game sublimation paper that allows you to sublimate as low as 365 degrees and as fast as 30 seconds. For most substrates. All right. So that's that. So it took me a whole 15 minutes to get through all of the formalities. Now it is time to jump into helping my fellow creative entrepreneurs. So she says, that's her business name. Cool Zan, or Cools. I'm not sure how that's supposed to separate, because I see cool, then I see cools because it's written a different way, but then I see and not and. So custom designs, because then it's like custom designs. So Cools and custom designs. Is that how you say your name? I'm starting over, and today I'm organizing. You're starting over. Are you completely rebranding, taking on like a different direction for your business, or you've been out of the game for a while and now you're going back into it? But organization is great. I'm still working on organizing my office. So maybe you can send some of that organization mojo over here, because my office is still a hot mess.com. Hence the backdrop. Thank you for providing this platform. I've been stalking. I like creative stalkers. I mean, watching you for a short while, and I am very impressed and appreciative of you sharing your gifts with us. You are very welcome. Good morning. I'm interested in setting up a Shopify account with your assistance. Where do I make the purchase? So email me. That's like right now the best way, because I don't have it like on the site. Normally when they want to do that, they email me if I'm going to kind of get it started for you. But if you're just wanting to start and you're wanting to support our platform, there is a link in the description of the video, and you can click on that to start it, and I will get credit for you using that link to start your Shopify. But if you are wanting assistance as far as understanding, like, kind of a hands-on, where I set it up for, like, I start the process and kind of walk you through some of the things you're going to need. I don't set up sites completely. I do not set them up. I don't add your pictures. I don't add your descriptions. What I go through is, I educate you on how to run your own shop and things that you will need as far as understanding, like your thumbnails, your product pictures, collections, things like that. I have an amazing Shopify class that you can also take to kind of complement that. But when I set it up, I mean, I'll kind of set everything up for you so I can guide you through it, but I don't add all the content to it. Okay, so I did say Cool Zan Custom Designs. Okay, cool beans. All right, so can you talk about purchasing your domain, and can you do it through Shopify? So yes, you can purchase it through Shopify when you first set it up. So when you first get a Shopify account, it's going to say like your shop name. It's hsinc.myshopify.com. Here's the thing when it comes to Shopify. Do not worry about whatever the name is. If you make a mistake, and let's go back to Miss Johnson, right? So let's say you set your Shopify account up and you went in and you put Cool Zan Custom Designs, or you just left off any letter. Don't stress about it, because that is just like really what's on the back end. The domain to get to your site is going to be completely different. You may decide that you don't want your full website name to be Cool Zan Custom Designs. You might just put coolcd.com. Cool Z's. You can create a domain name, and it's necessary. It doesn't have to be your entire business name. Hence, hsinc365.com. That's something that's going to be a bit more like memorable, and people are going to remember. It's going to be easier. So before I had shop, which I still like shop, because our name is so catchy, it was still easy for people to use it. They'll always tell you, like, you'll hear certain people, like when it comes to businesses, even when you go to put in your domain name, if it's really long, like Google domains, they'll say that, hey, this name is kind of long. But if it's what your business name is what your business name, is. If you shorten it and you're not going to do a lot of marketing to get people to that site, so they know everywhere else you're advertising Cool Zan's Custom Designs, Cool Zan's Custom Designs, but then you have this website that's just Cool CD. Okay, wait, who is that? Like, I'm used to seeing this. So you have to create, like, you have to direct that traffic, and you have to basically brand and market for people to know that coolcd.com is the same thing as your full brand name. So if and when you set up your Shopify, don't worry about it. Like, that's the back end. It only matters if you're going to leave it as Cool Zan Custom Designs.myshopify.com, which eventually should change it. And a lot of people make that mistake. One of my favorite people in the whole, oh, wait, okay, you couldn't see it. I was like, wait, you see my nose missing? My favorite people in the whole wide world is Auntie Tabitha Brown, right? And so when she was doing like her shirts and stuff like that, it was tabithabrown.myshopify.com. I was like, oh, wait, who's on her team who didn't tell her she needs to create a domain? Eventually, I'm guessing, whoever she got on her team, whatever. So now I think it's tabithabrown.com. But before, like when she would go and she had all of her different shirts with all of her wonderful sayings on it, her website that she put out on her platform was tabithabrown.myshopify.com. So it's not something that's going to be detrimental to your business. But what you're also doing is you're putting more emphasis on the hosting site that you're using, Shopify. There's so many businesses that use Shopify, and you would never, ever, ever know it unless you kind of know how their themes and stuff. So I can look at a site and know if it's set up through Shopify, if it's set up through GoDaddy, Wix, because I can tell by certain things on there. But a lot of times you'll never know because they have a domain. So when you go to set it up, I'm going to go into my, hold on. Let me go to, no, I went to the wrong one. Hold on. Sorry, I went to the wrong one. Let me go over here. Because I haven't done her domain as of yet. So hold on. And then let's go to Google domains. All right, let's go back over here. So this is a site that I am working on, right? So right here, it says add domain. Here, you can click on this and add your domain to this. So you're going to buy a new domain, or you're going to connect an existing one. So if you've already created your domain name through another hosting site, there is a way to port that in, and that will become your main domain for your site, or you can buy one through Shopify. So you can do it straight through here. Or if you go to sites like Google Domains and buy one through here, no matter where you get your domain from, you do have to pay for it, and you have to pay for it every single year in order for that domain to be valid. If you don't pay for it, when someone types it in, they're going to get the error message. So you have to pay for your domain every year if it's set up that way. The one thing that I like about Google Domains is you can buy your domain for several years. So let's look up, let's say, I already have Shakia the Professor. I already own that one. Oh, even look at the, okay, look. So let's look up Shakia the Professor.com, right? Oh, I spelled it wrong. Hold on. It's already registered because I already have that one, right? But when I had this as an L, it's going to tell me that it's a long name. So it says this name, so advantages, this name has a popular ending.com. Things to consider. People might spell professor as PROF dot. So they're telling you I can be Shakia the Professor, but put Shakia the just PROF. And or they might see it that way and they might type it wrong. Might hear, okay, it says wrong, and then it says long names like this one are harder to remember. But if you brand correctly, if I tell y'all my website is Shakia the Professor, I've spent years branding to where it's not going to be hard for you to remember because I've spent years. I've said that in everything that I do, Shakia the Professor, Shakia the Professor. So you would automatically just think, okay, yeah, I mean, I'm going to type in Shakia the Professor. So having a long name is not always a bad thing. So here you can do .com, you can do .net. When you do a vanity, which is what it's called, like extension, it costs more. So somebody did give me a suggestion, and I kind of like it the way it is because although US, I think it stands for like United States, I like the fact that it says us because for me, we're all in this together. So it's an us thing, right? So I've considered using that one. But it'll tell you like, so it's $12 a year, $12 a year. If I go shakiatheprofessor.me, it's $20 a year. shakiatheprofessor.org, $12 a year. shakiatheprofessor.info. I should change mine to that. I like that because that's what I do, right? I provide info. shakiatheprofessor.app, $14, .us.com, Shakia Pro, or like professor. They're telling me like other extensions, Shakia Professor. So they're telling me other ways that I can do it. And then it's like $10, $12, $14, $20. So they do pretty good. .biz is $15. So let's just say I go Shakia the Professor .info, right? So it's going to tell me the same thing, that it's a lot harder, but I can purchase this. I can purchase Shakia the Professor, and I'm going to go ahead and just add that to my cart, which, oh, hold on. There's two other ones in my cart. I don't want y'all to see those names. So hold on. Let me, because I don't want nobody to steal my stuff. All right, so let's come down to this one. So here you can choose to pay $12 a year. They're going to send you an email every single year, of course, before time for you to renew it. Or if you know that you are like, I'm committed to this name, I want to secure this for forever, what you would do is come up here and you would choose how many years you want to secure that for, where you don't have to think about it. So if I were to secure this for 10 years, I'm only going to pay $120, $12 times 10 years. So I could lock this in to where no one else could use it for 10 years. That's not a large investment when you really think about it. That's one less thing that you have to worry about. I wish I kind of would have known about this, where my domains are set up through. I don't have the option to purchase it for multiple years. I love that about Google's that you can purchase it for multiple years. So I can purchase this one for 10 years, for 1 year, for 2 years, 3 years, so forth, and so on, right? With this, you can also get Google Workspace. So if you don't have like a full on like website yet, by you purchasing your domain, you're going to you're going to click where it says Google Workspace, and then you have $12 a month. What this will get you is your own name. So it'll be Shakia or admin at shakiatheprofessor.info. Info at shakiatheprofessor. That would sound so dope to me. Info at shakiatheprofessor.info. But most people probably want to put .com, but it's .info. So I can create a custom email address by doing that. What you also get when you do the workspace, I'm going to come over here and we're going to go to Google Workspace. Oh, I did have right the first time. What was I doing? I put G-O-G-G. I don't know what I was thinking. Anywho, when you go here to Google Workspace, so they're talking about that $12 per user. You're going to set this up. What the most, like to me, one of the most important things on here is the 2 terabytes of storage. So you wouldn't have to purchase like Google Storage also, because you can go to Google Drive. So that gives you access to my Google Drive. And I use that for so many different things, to send myself different files like from my phone, and it's safe, it's secure. That's where I store all of my one-on-one sessions, and where people can go back and watch it and stuff like that. So you're automatically going to get 2 terabytes. That's a lot. So for all of your business things like pictures, your logo, your colors, your contracts, your this, your that, you can create folders just for yourself. You can use it for your business to share things with others. I teach this in my business class. So I'm not in my creative business. I'm not one who likes the whole customized thing on your website, because you make it to where people have to have everything right then and there. You want to have some sort of way where they can communicate with you and get you those pictures, get you that information, get you, like, if you like, when I do obituaries, they send me their pictures, they send me their info through, I create a shared drive, and that's where they drop all their information. So with this, it's going to be a lot of storage. So this is very beneficial to your business to have a Google Drive, because you can share folders with others and it's just you and them. So it's a great way to separate the files that you need for any particular order. If you're someone that does custom shirts, custom chip bags and stuff like that, rather than always like emailing people, what you can do is upload that to the drive. So you can have a folder for each one of your clients. And you want to know what else that will do for you too? Imagine you're just starting out, right? And you do this tip of creating a folder for each of your custom clients. Today, you'll have 1. Tomorrow, maybe 2. Maybe it'll take a whole week. You still have those 2. But one day, you're going to wake up and look at your Google Drive, and you're going to see tens, if not hundreds, of folders. That means that you serviced tens to hundreds of people, and you've done this many custom orders. It's a great it can be a great motivator for you when you go and see, dang, when you're sitting up here thinking, oh, my business isn't doing so great, I don't have this. But to go back and look, and you're seeing, dang, wait a minute, what am I talking about? Wait, somebody said it's blurry. I'm sorry. So I'm not as bad off as I thought I was because I've done a lot of orders. So that can be a great motivator for you to get Google Workspace and to have on my Google Drive and set up individual folders. And so when you're communicating with your customers for their custom things, like you don't have to send out like a bunch of emails because it's going to automatically send them an email to let them know that, hey, there's something in it. They can always go check it. So you can put your mock-ups in there. You can put your drafts in there. You can send them the contract for whatever and put it in their drive. So they can't say they didn't get the contract. Hey, you have access to this Google Drive. It is here. So you can use that for so many different things. So that's Google Domains and Google Workspace. Look into those. Let's see. Creative Lady Charm is my business name, and I'm working on my Christmas line of children's items. Wait a niche. That is I'm doing Christmas and it's for kids, and that is okay. Just because you create different designs and you create, like, let's say you want to do Christmas stuff, I can be like, well, I'm going to do Christmas stuff, but I'm only making Christmas items for new homeowners. This is their first Christmas in their new home. So I'm going to create all these different things that's going to be for homeowners. I'm going to create Christmas things that are for newlyweds. I'm creating Christmas items for children. That is the true meaning of niching down. You can do a bunch of stuff. You can do shirts. You can do this, and your niche doesn't have to be all the same, like all year round. So for this season, I am focusing on, like for her, she's focusing on Christmas items for children. I want to focus on the perfect Christmas items for your office gift exchange. Because normally those have price limits or price minimums and price like max. Like there's a certain range where your gift has to be within that range. So I'm gonna have things that are for that particular price range. So you're going to advertise. We have the perfect gift for your office Christmas party. We have gifts ranging from $25 to $50 because that's normally that kind of like sweet spot of like prices. And what that does, if you go 25, let's say, even if they're like, a lot of times it's like a minimum of 20, 25, you kind of hit that nice little sweet spot. So that is perfect. That's a perfect definition of niching down for this season. I so love you, Professor. Thank you for all you do. You're beautiful inside and out. Thank you again for everything. Thank you, Akisha girl. Imperfect made perfect. I'm planning to apply for my LLC. Awesome. Imperfect made perfect. I like that. I have picked a business name, but I do not know what part of the application to fill out to attain an LLC. That is something I normally don't do a lot of like talks and discussions for LLC. There are some that are great. I'm going to share with you guys. It's so crazy. My mother, where did my phone go? Shoot. I'm going to look for these ones that she gave me, right? So there is this guy, Hawthorne Law, on YouTube, and my mom has been sending me like all this stuff from his particular channel. She's obsessed with his channel now. I got to figure out how to post it. Hold on. I'm going to post his channel as soon as I find my mother's. There we go. All right. So
I'm Nicole. I'm a rainmaker. I sell products on Amazon. I'm also a mompreneur and educator.
All right. So share. Wait, no. And we're going to share his channel. So share, copy. I'm going to send this to myself via Messenger, something that's also on my computer. Paste. And bam. All right, hold on. I got to pull it up. Messenger is also great. If you don't message yourself via Facebook for certain things, you definitely need to. It's a great way to communicate between your phone and your computer, because Facebook, of course, is on both. So whenever I need like certain things, I send it to myself via Messenger. So let's copy that link and drop that right here for LLC info. Here we go. All right. I started just crafting and giving away my creative designs, and it turned into a business, but I didn't do my homework first. First time that I tried to start and became overwhelmed learning on the fly. Whoo, baby, that right there cuts deep. Learning on the fly. That is the fastest way to hurt your, because there's so many different things. It is so much more than just creating the pretty items, creating all the pretty things. Having a business is so much more than that. There's so much back end stuff. There's so much, like now, there's so much social media stuff. There's so much content, or the word like, so the one thing that you'll learn, depending on like who you follow and you listen to other, listen to people, they'll say copyright. Okay. Now copyright or how to write copy. And then some people will just say copyright. You think about copyright and you're thinking about, copywriting a song or music and like different things like that, right? A movie and stuff like that. And say copyrighted designs and copyrighted this and copyrighted that. But writing copy is also a term for writing, in other words, your captions for things. How you describe things on your website, how you describe things on your social media, how do you describe things if you have a pamphlet or, things like that. So that's writing copy or copyright. There's sites that will help you with that. There's so much stuff. I have so many places I have to write copy for. It's ridiculous because I have 2 different websites. Really 3 different websites. I have different social medias, and how you speak to people on one, or like different terms you use on one platform is going to be different from something else. So it's a lot to that. And then it's like you're starting and you're working on the fly. You're trying to design, trying to figure out how to create your own designs for some people. Then you're trying to learn how to apply these things or how to make these custom items. Then you're still trying to learn how to run a business, trying to learn where is the best place. Most people, they start off, you're going to buy stuff from your Michaels, okay, it's cute to go to Dollar Tree, Five Below, Walmart, Target to get some things to practice on. But if you're not doing the research to find those places that's going to help you maximize your profit, you are not going to maximize your profit buying your supplies at retail for a lot of these things, so buying your blanks and stuff, you're not going to maximize, with that. You have to then start to find sources where you can buy it wholesale or even direct from the manufacturer, direct from, importing things like that. So when you're learning on the fly, it kind of hurts you a little bit. People say, what's the best advice I would give someone to start a business is to learn first. Secure your name, kind of come up with your name, secure your domain. You can trademark, go through the process if you want to trademark it, if you want, just to kind of secure that for yourself. But spend a year learning. You can do things here and there to kind of get it going. I started a business years ago by doing exactly what you did. I was just making stuff for family and friends. A lot of the times I was just doing things for free or giving away. People in Facebook groups now, I feel like they devalue that journey, that experience. Oh, you better know your worth and get paid, but you're just learning. Do you really know your worth? If it's taking you 2 hours to complete something, somebody who spent time learning, if it only takes them 5 minutes to do it, but it took you 2 hours, is that your customer's fault? And you want to charge them, oh, this takes too much time. Oh, I ain't getting paid enough for this because it took me 2 hours. Well, honey, it's because you don't know what you're doing. Once you know what you're doing, you're going to say, oh, I got this done in no time. Oh, now I'm making money. You wouldn't expect someone, I want, becoming a doctor, becoming a lawyer. That's a whole business, right? Hawthorne Law. You think he just woke up and said, I want to be a lawyer? All right, I know my worth. I know the law. I've been on Google. I've been on YouTube. I know the law. Y'all better pay me to represent y'all in this court. Who? Nah, homie, I'm not trying to end up on death row. I need me a lawyer who knows a little something about a little something, something. I woke up as a kid because of my mother. I always wanted to be a doctor. Oh, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna grow up, and I'm gonna be a doctor. Just because I said I want to be a doctor, I know my worth. The same stuff that they learn in school, I can find that on Google. I can read some of these same term papers and all this medical stuff. I know medical terms. I want to be a doctor. Hell, when I was pregnant, everybody thought I was in the medical field. But I can't just wake up and say I want to be a doctor. It takes years. You got to go through the 4 years of undergrad. You got to go through, your graduate program. You got to go through your residency before you can start your own practice. Like, and it's really no different just because you are a creative. Learn your craft first. Learn things about running business. I mean, for me, and some of the things that, like, once we really became a business, there were things that I did not have in place. And I'm like, whoa, once it happened, I'm like, dang, this made this so much easier. Knowing this, like, why didn't someone tell me this before? Creative business. We talk about, like, I mean, even with just packaging, figuring out the right boxes, figuring out how to bundle things, like, I mean, small things like that, figuring out, it's so much to business, and learning it on the fly is going to be one of the fastest ways. It's going to frustrate you and not have your business be as successful as it can be. Who, yes. I was like, he been going for a long time. He better come back with me a frappe, and I got a frappe, y'all. I got breakfast. So I need to wrap it up with y'all because my man brought me breakfast, y'all. But yeah, so definitely, I mean, if you can take the time to learn about business, to learn about your craft, to learn if you desire to design, I recommend doing that. Understanding your equipment. Some people get frustrated about their printers when they don't even, like, they don't know, how to fix them and all this stuff. So now they're frustrated about stuff when it's a simple fix with the printer because they haven't taken the time. So for me, I might be, wait, how does it go in Color Purple? I'm trying to get the tone. I might be long-winded. What did she say? Oh, wait, I might be but until you do right, but there we go. So I might be long-winded, but until you do right by my channel and subscribe and catch these gems, everything you touch gonna still be blessed. I'm not gonna say gonna fail. We don't ever wish or pray for or talk about failure, because it's no failures. It's always lessons, and it's learning opportunities. Even when something doesn't go right, it's a learning opportunity. Yes. I know I say light, but thank you. Appreciate you, honey. I don't like it when I say light whipped cream, they give me the flat top. I don't like that. Because then with this, like with the open one, I can mix the little bit of whipped cream in there. I mean, they put light whipped cream, and now all my caramel is to the top. So I like it when they still give me the dome. I can't spin this. I can't mix it. Okay. Thanks for saying that about the long name. How do you cancel a domain so you can pick a different one for your business? So you can't cancel it. That one you've paid for, it's yours for a year. What you would do is just buy a new domain, and then you would switch it. So you're going to transfer that one to it. And it really depends on, so if you're talking about like Shopify, when you go in there is a way for you to disconnect it in that in Shopify and then reconnect a new domain. So that's Google Workspace. That's going to get you your email. Yeah, where I have my domain set up, I can't do multiple years. Need to switch, renewing every year is a pain. It really is. Yep, that has worked really well for me. Good morning. She says they can reach out to their local SBDC, which will help her out also. I also use Facebook Messenger when I need to send a pic from my iPad to. Don't do Android like that. Android phone, no pixelation between Apple and Apple to Android, just a tip. Preach, professor. Preach, preacher. For God shall wipe away every tear from your eye. Get ready for a revolution. Oh, see, somebody else told me to preach too. Ma'am, you are so right. Yes, ma'am, that's exactly what I have been doing, learning the process. So at what point do you know when you're ready? I'm always holding back because there are other people who know more. Well, I'm gonna try and read it for this little one. No more. So it feels like, how can I create videos when others know more? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on now. We're gonna come back to this. Hold on one second. Thank you so much. I think they ran out of tops. She's like, you give the gems and have me laughing. Okay, so this is this is giving me very much, oh, the market is oversaturated vibes. This is a term and a phrase that is not allowed in your vocabulary, and especially not in my group. That will, something like that will get you some advice and quickly get your post deleted, because there is no such thing as something being overly saturated. Because for clothing, if clothing lines thought that, there would only be one. Whether it is a Nike shirt, an Adidas shirt, a Hanes shirt, a Gildan shirt, a Versace shirt, shoot an and one. What Target got? Cat and Jack, Wonder Nation. It's a shirt, right? In folks' closet, they have more than one shirt. Do they not? These shirts are made differently. You say that you wear a large. You might wear a large in Nike, but over here in Hanes, you might have to go and put on an extra large shirt. Nike may go and make theirs to where they think about us well endowed women. And, they make it a little bit different on the top and maybe come a little slender, where Hanes think that everybody got little flat chi-chis. So they make theirs is all tight. Let me see, who else can I say? So, what's another brand? Why am I having a whole brain freeze right now? I'm gonna go back old school, right? Because I'm gonna go back to my roots. My favorite brand when I was in high school, Bongo. Who else is old enough to remember what Bongo is? I'm gonna tell y'all that was my ish. Okay, that, and I never liked baby fat because it made me feel very self-conscious about the fact that I had no baby fat. I didn't like apple bottoms either because your girl ain't got no apple bottom, so I really liked their brand. But I was a Bongo girl because I liked the fact that they was made for a little, I wasn't fluffy, but I wasn't like the little toothpick. And I've always had larger arms and thighs. So certain brands I can fit, like, okay, yeah, it fit my little, back in high school, had a nice little tight little waist there. But I was a track star. So I've always had bigger legs. My arms were a little bit bigger because I used to be in there trying to bench press with the boys. Certain shirts, honey, I be in here looking like, my arms in here be looking like a little stuffed sausage with certain brands. So just because someone else does something and they teach a video, they don't teach it how you do it. There is no you. So there is no oversaturation in anything because there is no you. You are you. You teach a certain way. People will gravitate you. It might be, you giving them knowledge in labs, you giving them knowledge in worship, that might be yours. Like, you have a channel for crafters, but maybe everything that you do as a craft is all faith-based. So those who connect with that, you created a new market for them. You can't have a name like Phoenix, like the Phoenix Rising, like I think, and be scared. You can't have a powerful name like that and be scared, honey. You got to get to getting. So don't worry about what somebody else is teaching. You got video, you have people go down the rabbit hole of YouTube, of TikTok, of watching Instagram stuff, and it's millions and hundreds of thousands and millions of people watching these videos. You may get one little piece from this video and another one from that one. So don't ever think that it's oversaturated and you can't go and make your videos about text, about crafting, about being creative. Girl, if you don't get on YouTube and start that channel and make that video, don't play. There is no, she says, yes, I remember Bongo. There's really no such thing as oversaturating. It's, you have to create your own lane. It becomes, or it can appear to be oversaturated if all you do is try to copy what others are doing. So now you're just following what they're doing, and they're paving the way, but you're always 2 steps behind them. Go ahead and shift to the side, pick your, find your pace. You know how that's how runners get ahead. They go and they go, like I've heard, like when the announcers, they're saying, they're running in there, is it wind or something like that? So like that's a way for them to not have to run as hard, to where they'll run kind of like behind somebody, and then when it's time, they and then go ahead around them, or they follow their pace, like they pace themselves based off of somebody else. So you can go and sit back and you can learn and do different things, but you can go and create your own lane. When cities become oversaturated and the traffic is ridiculous, what do cities do? They create new highways. They gonna go above, below, around the corner, through the woods. Create your own highway. Don't let, because you see everybody kind of going in this one direction. If there's a traffic jam on the highway and you have to be somewhere, do you stay your behind on that highway? Or, okay, nope, let me get off and let me take the back streets. It's going to get you where you're going. You might feel like it's going to take you a little bit longer to get there, but it's going to get you where you need to be, and you didn't have to sit in that. So even though it might take you a little bit longer than like maybe sitting in that traffic, but you were moving. Those who were in there, they're going beep. They're going like this. Stop and go, waiting. Now you may have to get off and you're going to have to go this way. You're going to have a temporary stop because it's going to be a stoplight. You may have to turn down this street and go this way, this. So it's going to be a whole bunch of turns. But guess what you're doing in that process? The entire time you are still moving to get to your destination. It's not a stoppage. Might take a little detour, a little bit longer, but you're also going to see, many times where I get off the highway where I'm like, okay, wait, I'm not going to sit in this. I get off the highway in an area that I'm not too familiar about. Oh, damn, they got this over here. I never knew this. Sometimes when you don't take the road that everybody else is taking and you take a different way, you're going to discover things that you did not know, things that are going to be helpful for you, because that's helping me on occasions in life. That's the one thing with business. We sometimes forget about our everyday life and things that happen every day and lessons that we learn every day that can be beneficial to our business. Don't be afraid of the detour, because you just might find a little gem along the line. When you go and you took that detour, there's this amazing restaurant. Dang, I didn't know. I've been wanting this type of food. Like, they got this over here. Why I never know about this? You might find some things when you create your own path. You create your own way. So don't worry about things being oversaturated. Drop them videos and then let me know so I can subscribe and I can go and tell people, go check out your videos. Okay? All right. Aw, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She said, it's the preaching professor today. I needed that. And the preaching professor finna go, y'all, because it's an hour in. I said I wasn't going to let my video, although it was like a whole 15 minutes was 5 minutes of me. Y'all had to wait in silence, and then I have no audio. So I really haven't been on for an hour, but the time is going to say an hour. We don't want folks thinking that this video is too long. And we want them to appreciate and actually watch the video and catch these gems too. That's a good word. Y'all crazy. But I thank you very much that you're getting the message. Long as you get the message, hey, that's my goal. If you're able to take anything away from this video, this live broadcast, hey, that's what I'm here. This is INKcredible for all of my creative entrepreneurs. So whatever gems you got from this and it helps your business, that is what I built this platform on. And I'm not preaching. I'm just being honest. You see how I did that and mixed it with the brand? Oh, I have on my shirt too. Look. Honestly, dope as F. Yes, I'm just being honest. I'm not preaching. I'm just being honest. Oh, that's another shirt. Another shirt, child. I'm not preaching. I'm just being honest. No. And let the church say, incredible. Keep on being incredible, professor. That's what you say. Don't I ain't nobody pastor, so don't like keep preaching. Preach that thing. Yeah. Go ahead, professor. Keep being honest. That's right. INKcredible. Yes, that is INKcredible. Yes, 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 yes. All right, y'all. Now I'm just getting silly. It's time to get off. Now it's time to say goodbye to all my creative friends. Dang it. I was gonna say INC, but my thing is INK. Can't say INC, see you later. I gotta figure that out. But we're gonna stop right there. Now it's time to say goodbye to all my creative friends. Won't you be, please won't you be creative? I gotta go, y'all. I think I'm hungry. I gotta go. I love y'all dearly. I thank y'all for today and hanging out with your girl. Be sure to come on back here on Friday. On Friday, we're gonna do some like actual demos. So if you don't know, I'm trying. I don't know if you guys have noticed like the little pattern. So on Mondays it's designing days, designing Q&As. Wednesdays kind of our general live chat and Q&A, and then on Fridays is when we have some fun. I'm gonna press some stuff or glue some stuff or make some stuff, cut some stuff, and all that kind of good jazz. So be sure to come back on Friday. Where we will be doing some sort of crafting because I got a whole party. I have to make cheer signs. I got to make cheer signs. I got to make a big old flag. I got to work on party stuff. I have an announcement with Kiana from Craft Sisters, and I haven't finished my part of it. That's a lot. So y'all pray for your girl, okay? Pray for me. But I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here. I thank you guys so very much for joining me today. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be INKcredible.